Hello, everybody, and welcome to the waiting screen and another episode of Leadnap Gaming, streaming live, Star Citizen. Excuse me, real quick. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. You can see we are still waiting for the PTU to load, but today we're going to be hanging out in 314's PTU. Full disclosure, this is the second time I've gone into the PTU. The first time was literally to get footage for the video I did 2 weeks ago. So that's been a lot of fun. Also, for those Lead Legion members out there, let's go ahead and throw the little, yeah. I will be running voice for that, so you guys will be welcome to kind of hang out, give your thoughts of what we're talking about. So I've got Maverick online here. All right, Maverick, you are live. I know there's a delay on the stream, so. And eventually, I see Dan's here. Also, I see Low G and Spoony Bard, Colby O'Day, and Gavin. Welcome to the stream, guys. Great to have you all here. And we're still
Good to be here, man.
Yeah, glad to have you, Maverick. Oh, and we're still waiting. This is fantastic. See, and I clicked this a while ago, and that's kind of why we had a little bit of a late start. Also, because I'm in a cast, and it takes me a little longer to go from A to B to top off the water here before we get started. Mac Unknown, spaceships, here they are. See, what's going to be really weird for you, Maverick, is you're going to see how bad this delay really is. Drives me nuts. But, yep. What a great stream this is turning out to be. I mean, yeah. Could we be any slower? Oh, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Alright, you know what? Never mind. We're going to relaunch this. Look at that beautiful, beautiful, yeah, Viper scene. That was good times. Alright, let's try this again. Acknowledge. Really hope that said PTU. You know what? I just realized I can watch the the delayed stream to see it.
Yeah, it's like at least 30 seconds.
Oh, yeah. So, Mac Unknown, full disclosure, I've not seen today's ISC. In fact, I spent most of today in a completely different state at the VA hospital, so. Alright, here we go. I'm watching to see that I clicked PTU. Okay, I'm pretty sure I did. That looks like PTU. Alright. So 3/4 and 2 features delays later, we will do it. Yeah, Dan, I know, right? Look at that harm peeking through. I'd move it again, but I don't want to screw up the thing. But that was from our mission night 2 weeks ago. And since I have nothing else to talk about while I wait for Star Citizen, it was pretty cool because we were doing this deep strike. It was a PvP style mission. And we were doing a deep strike mission to go do some seed and deed, and we had to wait on the tarmac for about 10 minutes before starting up and getting going, just to kind of get everything else up airborne and the cap up there and whatnot. So it was really cool to just kind of hang out on the flight line and talk with my fellow squadron mates and just kind of hang out, which all the stress and rigmarole of, you know, jumping through the hoops to get briefing done and get in the jet, get everything ready, get everything going, make sure you know what's going on in the mission, and then the kind of downtime of just like kind of sitting there and, you know, shooting it, the hurry up and wait feeling. And that, I think, really led to the beginning of what was a very immersive experience for me. If you watch the Thrustmaster Warthog video that I just did, you'll see some footage. A lot of that came out of that mission, a lot of the Viper footage. And at one point, we were coming over the coast, and I'll get to your question here in a moment, Mac Unknown. So, yeah, you know, it was It had that feeling of going into Indian country. This break in the clouds, we could see the coast of Iran underneath, knowing we were going in deep. So it was good times. So to Mac Unknown's question, totally unrelated, though maybe related. How did I break myself? So the one nurse at the VA was telling me I need to come up with a much better story. I took a step. That's what I did. I took a step and I tore my plantar fascia again. Though most people probably are not aware of this, this is the third time I've done that in 2 years. So I have a major foot problem because I broke my foot in the army and I didn't do anything about it. Because I was in a leadership school that I had to do, and I had a week left, and it was a miserable experience. And so I was like, I'm not going to say anything. I had a buddy of mine who was a medic come tape my foot up all good, and then we went to the field for a week, and I ran around playing war games with a broken foot. And 14 years later, my God, 13, 14, man, I'm getting old. Yeah, it turns out that was a really bad choice. So that's how I broke myself. Yeah, and this is taking forever. I know we said 314 and chill, and this is it. Are you even loaded up, Maverick?
Oh no, I'm on my laptop. My
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were. That's right. All right. All right. Anybody else out there have loaded up yet? Because I broke it again. Oh,
I'm actually downloading it, so it should be good to go in about 5-10 minutes.
Well, the race is on then. Will you finish
Yeah.
downloading it and getting in before I can get in? And this is a quality stream right here. I should have I even thought about it, turning this on like an hour ago and just sitting in menus, but I didn't want to get disconnected. And now I regret that decision. Yeah, well, it turns out I went to the MedPen place and they were all out of MedPens, Mac Unknown. Um, and then I couldn't remember the key command because my game wouldn't load. So yeah, good news is it's not as bad of a tear as the last time I did it. Um, so hopefully I'll only be all booted up and whatnot here for a couple more weeks. Which is good because it's my right foot, which makes driving so much fun. Oh, and I'm drinking coffee out of my awesome new Dark Peak Entertainment mug. Just want to put that out there. Thanks, Maverick.
No problem, bro. It was fun working on that.
I feel bad because I'm a huge fan of the mugs that are in my merch package, so real quick, Michael, no, it's not dropped yet. We're trying to head into the PTU, which is totally working out here. All right, we're going to verify because, I mean, we've been streaming for like over 10 minutes now, and we still have not been able to get into one PTU. But yeah, so as I was saying, I think your mug holds more coffee than my mug does. I don't have my Leadnap gaming mug next to me to see, but I think yours is a little taller. Which, automatically moves you into my first place. All right, the time is 7:13. Super lucky. Let's launch again. I know, Mac Unknown. Tell me I agree. This is just the greatest error message of all time. Here we go again. I mean, it's fun to try to figure out what to talk about while I wait for the game to load. in theory, we're a quarter of the way through the stream, and we haven't even gotten into the game yet. Which doesn't speak well of the game, CIG, if you're listening. And just so that full disclosure, this is on a solid state. We're not, I'm not messing around with that hard drive kind of business. Mecca, no man, you got some great comments here. So he says, "Hang on while Microsoft reports this problem." Microsoft, these guys again? Junk mail filter it is. So hi to the 20 current viewers. We're still trying to get into the PTU. Still. Yeah, so speaking of the pre-release version, the credits, we could talk about that since there's nothing else to talk about. It's funny. They used to have the Lumberyard logo in here and all of this other like credits to come on release and what have you. So I promise you guys this: if we get to 720 and I can't load it, I will just try loading the current verse because, yeah, I'm not going to spend an hour on this loading screen. And if that doesn't work, I'll go load a different video game because this is disappointing. All right, good. You know, Dan, I was just about to ask you how school was going and if you'd be around. I have some questions. So I've got some switch I've got a landing gear panel and a countermeasure control panel now on the sim pit. And I'm about to wire them up. I've got both Bodner and Arduino. So exciting stuff. And I'll load this up while we wait. So that's the current landing page, which hasn't changed in like a year. The website's almost done. I'm really excited. And there's a lot of good SimPit stuff there. Mark Jensen says, given the awesome stability of the rectangle, I'm happy to wait for the live build. You know, this is really reassuring, right? So, but yeah, the pit build has been a lot of fun. A lot of fun with a boot on, because I have to stand in my garage/workshop. But yeah, Dan, I'll be looking for some of your help. Also looking forward to getting back up in the MSFS skies. Speaking of MSFS, if you guys are looking for a Thrustmaster Warthog review, that came out this last week, and I'm pretty happy with it. So, yep. This is totally not how I planned this stream. Yeah, and it's frozen again. Boom. All right, I'm gonna load the live. Let's see if this works. And the box is back.
I actually think in the new patch notes they were talking about an error that stops the game from launching altogether.
Well, that would probably be it. It's not a good error to have. Definitely should not be in the release candidate.
Yeah, it was extensive actually.
Hey, Todd, thanks a lot. I'm glad you enjoyed the Warthog review. So, and yes, Dan, we need to talk about getting that FSSB down here so I can review that because that is next. On that topic, I'll talk a little bit about future things this year. Hopefully, I'll have a F-16 ICP to do a review on. Hopefully, I've been told once again it'll be shipped at the end of this week, which is tomorrow. I have a tracking number for when it was shipped in July. It says in transit. But I found out yesterday it's not. So hopefully we'll be able to do a review on that soon, and that's exciting because they're, and I can't complain too much because they are sending that out this way. So, thanks, Logi. I do kind of admit that I also feel this has been maybe the best showcase of 314 we could have ever asked for from CIG. And it doesn't even look like 313 wants to load anymore. Which is funny because I know that worked because I was there earlier. I know that worked. But yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to do a review on the FSSB, but I'm also going to be doing a review hopefully soon because a lot of you guys have asked for it on the Gladiator VKB Gladiator. It's been a very long, actually, it was a very long night. But yeah, so that should also be, because the FSSB, even though I'll do a review on it, and I'm very excited to try it. If you don't fly the F-16, the FSSB kind of has limited versatility. But I know the Gladiator, I've talked about it a lot. I think it's at a great price point. And the cool thing about that is that when I'm done with that review, we'll probably give it away. Because I have no need for a whole bunch of joysticks. So, but that's just some kind of stuff coming out later this month. So, hi, Chris. Welcome to the party. And yep, they're back in the loading simulator business once again. All right. Well, this has been fantastic. All right, I'm going to give this a couple more minutes, but because of the delay, I'm going to let you guys in the comments let me know, do you want to see Medieval Dynasty or Going Medieval?
It's weird. My game already launched. I downloaded it, launched the game already.
Unbelievable, man. I even did the verify files and everything. And I launched it earlier today. Like, that's how I know it worked. Because I launched it earlier to make sure that this wouldn't happen. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Same mission. I feel like I got to do something that's different. All right, so let me know, guys. Like I said, I'm going to let... Yeah, I know it says not responding, but sometimes it's still loading. I don't want to give up on it yet. All right, we are going to hit the be right back screen. I'm going to go delete some folders because this is a ridiculous problem to have. Okay. All right, one more time. Yeah, I just deleted the user folder. So let's see if it worked. So I own Crusader Kings 3, Mickey. Um, I am still trying to figure it out. I do. I also play Hearts of Iron. Um, so I really love games like that, but I am still trying to figure that out. I have a Skyrim account. I don't think it's installed currently. Um, and I've never played Plasmaphobia, but there's a chance, depending on other people. Yeah, there you go, Mark. Thank you. Microsoft dropped a patch on my foot. That's what happened, everybody. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. Ignore everything I said in the stream earlier. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I don't think this is gonna load. I, if I could play it on your computer, Maverick, I would. Because
I know you're in the middle of the stream, but I'm restarting might do it.
yeah, it would close the stream is the problem.
Yeah. I just launched. I restarted my computer right before I started the game, and it launched pretty smooth.
Yeah, because like I said, what's weird, I launched this earlier today. So full disclosure, and today was a very crazy day for me, but like Thursdays, I have war game Red Dragon. I have not played that in forever. Yeah, so this will be fun. You guys get to see inside. Um, it's in here somewhere. Yeah, war game European escalation and air land battle, which I still think was one of the best ones they ever did. Red Dragon's in there somewhere. I've got it. But yeah, see, I got way too many games. Yeah. Yeah, back in then. Crusader Kings 3 is um if you don't know anything about that era in history, the game won't make any sense at all. And if you do know something about that era in history, it takes even longer. All right, well, so I apologize because I know an awful lot of you showed up to watch Star Citizen, and I was very excited to show some Star Citizen. Um, but apparently, like Chris says, I get one launch per day. Yeah, but I've done that. Um, like I went in, I deleted the user folder. I've close. Here, I'll give you guys another. I have 3 screens, so sometimes I have to click this a couple times. Yeah, enjoy that while I look at my. Yep, can confirm. So It is a full. It is in full screen. My monitor resolution is so high that the initial loading splash is like a box. But it is. I do run it in full screen because it's really obnoxious not to be able to move the mouse out of the window and go hit Discord. All right, we will try this one more time. All right, I'm actually gonna try one more thing here. Yeah, that mountain's beautiful. I ducked behind it to avoid someone playing pop-up games with heat-seeking missiles. All right. We'll try the PTU again. I deleted the user folder for the PTU this time. Let's see if we get any better. My foot's not experiencing a 30K. It's still very much attached, even though I've told the VA they could cut it off. But, hey, we're getting somewhere. Hooray! I promise you the black screen is the game loading. Yeah. Dun dun dun. Um. Alright, Maverick, I'm guessing this is you. So, let me know if you get a friend request.
You're in the PTU?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the PTU.
Oh.
No, that's fine, dude.
Alright. Alright. The problem when you delete your... When you delete the user folders, you have to go back in and, you know, put all the settings back. And in today's PTU, we're going to be... There was like a random... This guy. Alright. And yes, folks, that's literally how I do my character creation. So don't read in too much. Alright. I know there's a long delay, so we're going to wait. Do you guys want me to start in Orison? Or... You know what? We're not going to start in Orison. Because I've already done that. And I actually want to go down to Orison, which I've never done. So we're going to go to Area 18. Visit location. Yeah, well, deleted user 30198. You probably really shouldn't send me a friend request in the PTU. Because like I said before, this is the second time I've gone into the PTU. I only went into it last time to get some footage of Orison for the video. And... Yeah, I know, right, Mac Unknown? Creepy. Or, you know, presidential. I mean, what? Um, right there. There goes the channel. Um, tomorrow, if the channel's gone, you guys know why. Um, but yeah, so I've not actually flown into Orison. Domus, yeah, uh, yeah, it might take a month to load, as we saw today. I mean, it's ridiculous. Yeah, Mechanote, sometimes I'm a little more creative than just hitting random, but I felt like today, given... Oh god, we have to load the shaders again, because I deleted the user folder. Oh, this is painful. Alright, let's get out of our pajamas. Sure. I'm sorry. What helmet is this? Oh my god. CIG. Like, whatever, we're gonna go with it. It's PTU. We're doing weird stuff. Alright. Let's have fun. So Mickey, when I bought I bought the Thrustmaster from a squadron mate, actually the squadron commander to be concise. And oh yeah, well, that's good. Well, I'm really glad I picked Area 18 to start in. This is scary. So, I did not pay an awful lot of money for it, because I got a used one. And like I said in the review, I actually... Like, if you ask me, hey, should I buy a used X56? I would tell you, well, how used is it? That worked. This thing's solid, so I'm very happy with it. So, I use a Thrustmaster Warthog. Though, full disclosure, right now we're keyboard and mouse. Just, putting that out there. But yeah, so I have a Warthog, and Dan, who you guys have seen in the comments, is sending me an MSSP to try out, which I'm really excited about. And I will probably swap out my system with that, and I'm waiting for WinWing to release the Orion with the TQS, which is the throttle quadrant system that's used by the F-16. Hey, so while I wait for the train, it's apparently going to take another 30 seconds, I absolutely love that this chick is T-posed. Like, I'll bet you we can't see it, but she's probably standing on a table too. Like I love it. See, I don't want to say bad things because I really do love this game, and I'm really excited about its future. But at the same time, man, sometimes days like this, you try to do a live stream, and it takes 30 minutes to get in the game. I mean, that's just difficult, you know? Yeah, so Chris is saying someday he'll get some VKBs, and like I said, so that's I'm doing the FSSB, but that's gonna the other thing that's different from before is I have a sim pit. So my DCS flying is done in the sim pit and not at my desk anymore. So for the desk, I'm planning to get my hands on a VKB Gladiator to start kind of doing some review on that. Also, because like I said, the FSSB, unless you're a Viper guy, really doesn't do anything for you. So yeah, that I'm very excited to start testing that. I'm going to be doing a lot of MSFS and that, and some Star Citizen, and maybe a little DCS. So. So Chris says he was watching a stream last week and the guy's character was T-posed. Looked like Wally. Oh, that's just funny.
Now arriving.
See, this is one of my favorite things about Area 18 is that the spaceport is literally like just a taxi stand off the highway. Like that actually makes me really happy. It's not grand like some of the other spaceports. It's very like commuter airport, little regional airport sort of thing. Oh man, you guys have some great comments. Which is part of the reason I love doing these streams. Is just interacting with you guys is a lot of fun. It's also why I love the Discord. All right, what's gonna get us there quickly and not suck at life? If everything were updated. Ooh, that's... Oh, I love it when this happens. I've got literally every ship in the game in here. I love PTU sometimes.
Your personal belongings.
All right. Well, we're gonna take the 600 because I don't have to go load engine components.
The Taurus isn't in the PTU, right?
I didn't see it. I feel like we would have definitely heard that if that were the case. But we can.
It takes all of us working together to keep ArcCorp safe.
It takes all of us working together to keep ArcCorp loading into the game. I also love how RSI's stuff isn't necessarily named EMO. No. RSI is apparently the only brand I don't have everything.
ArcCorp's unique vertically integrated corporate parks offer amenities such as resource
So Demis, I couldn't tell you if it's better.
Inquire today to learn how you can invest in making ArcCorp your new home.
As far as like stick hats and whatnot go, maybe. Here's the thing with the Gladiator though, and this is admittedly something that worries me a little bit, and is why I haven't done the review yet, is it doesn't have a throttle. So it's got a throttle slider on the base. Which, again, for something like MSFS, probably will work. For something like Star Citizen, probably work. Something like DCS won't. At least that's my pre-review worry. So the 16,000, which I still believe is one of the best budget HOTASs you can get your hands on. You have a legit throttle, and that throttle has some of the best controls connected to a throttle I've ever had. The stick leaves a lot to be desired, but the throttle on it I really like. The Gladiator stick looks really nice. The base looks nice, but like I said, I'm worried about an all-in-one unit like that, so... All right, Mac Unknown. It was great to see you. Um, I'll catch you next time. But hey, spaceships, you've been asking, and here they are. So next week, when we're medieval again, you know where I'm going with that. All right. But yeah, so I've never used a gladiator, so I couldn't tell you if one's better than the other. But I have always been very impressed by the 16,000.
You are clear to launch.
Yeah, I really like the skills. I also am really excited about the new HUD. Like, this is nice. Except I still have, like, I love that up here we get the, like, heat and IR and EM stuff, but it's still in my helmet, which is goofy because this is all actually in my helmet. Unless I'm not wearing a helmet, and then somehow I still see it. Explain that one, CIG. Wow. Good thing I'm not anticipating combat. My shields are at 6.
Raised.
But I do really like this new HUD. I like that it uses the real estate that you've got, but it doesn't
Thank you, and please visit again.
clog it up. I do wish the hydrogen and quantum fuel had numbers. It's a little goofy to me that they don't. Yeah, Domus, I like the TM 16,000 is my, if someone were to ask me, especially for a game like Star Citizen, which HOTAS should I buy? I immediately would say the TM 16,000. The build quality I'm very impressed by, even though it's a quote-unquote budgets kit. The quality of it, all the hats are like I still have mine. I really, really liked it. The one thing you got to work with is re-grease the throttle. It's the one thing it really struggles with. So. And again, like I said, that's the one. Yeah, Chris, you like that HUD? There's the new scan. Except, yeah. Can't actually open it. I can just kind of do that. Yep, I do love... See, and my idea for CIG has been, it would be really nice to have a variety of apartments. Get rid of the hangar concept and give us the ability to buy, kind of Skyrim-like, but to buy like apartments. And this is where a concierge perk could come in, right? Like, oh, you're a concierge member? Well, that means you get to have a penthouse in Area 18 as opposed to just the little regular apartment. So, but yeah, as I was saying, I know we're getting lost in tangents a little bit today because we're just now taking off. Something I expected to be doing 40 minutes ago. The TM 16,000 is one of my favorite kits. The X56, I really wanted to love it, and it's a great piece of kit. And I like the throttle is so much better, but the control arrangement on the throttle is not. And that's enough for me to say it's not worth it. All right. Let's kick this pig.
Quantum drive activated. Quantum drive deactivated.
See, and just like you say, hi Adam, this is the 1600. No, this is the Torium one. I have the exploration, but because we're in PTU, we have everything through O and the Vandal. Yeah, Kalak, nice to see you. I haven't seen your name pop up. Good to have you back. But yeah, so I totally forgot what I was going to say because I just started thinking about what ship I'm in. But yeah. Oh, that's right. So, just like I was saying, right, like if you could have a penthouse apartment in the city, eventually, like I would want it to be, you don't have a penthouse apartment in every city, but like you set a home city. Like you say, you know what? Hey, Mr. Pliskin, how are you? So, like you would pick, you'd be like, yep, I live at Orison. And you would have a condo there, and that's where your, all the junk that they used to give you, you'd be able to put your jukebox or what have you, so. Yeah, Chris, the X-52, which they don't make anymore, unfortunately. Or dude, is that the one? If it's the one I'm thinking, though, they do still make it. I had a work acquaintance that had one. And I'd asked him about it because I was like, man, I can't decide if I want to spend the money on an X-56 or if I should just go with that. And he was like, oh, I really like this thing. It's really great. And that actually, like, I went back and forth on buying that one. And then I decided to swing for... Oh, and we've got some sort of an error here. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, see, we're no longer in full screen. And that's how you can tell. This might break it, but we're going to try. Because this is actually pretty important for... Wireless. There we go. Okay, good. So we're experiencing problems with my internet now. That's nice. Yeah, the 52 is the one I'm thinking. There's a different one that they don't anymore. But yeah, the X-52, I went back and forth on buying that one. And I'm also tempted to pick one of those up and do a review on it. Because I do think that that's probably another really good budget option. But given what they're priced at now, once prices come down. All right, let's see. I don't know, Maverick, you're a keyboard mouse kind of guy, right?
Yes, sir. What's up?
I was just trying to see I was pretty sure you were a keyboard mouse guy, and was going out on the thinking of if you weren't to see what your thoughts were, because Splat has Verpals. And I'm interested.
Yeah,
to
I
see
bought the pair of the T16,000s, but honestly, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, dude, I can't fly for shit with them.
No, you know, that's, I actually also, Rager 1 Actual, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's why I spend, the only reason I do HOTAS and Star Citizen is to test it, you know, from a review standpoint, because I actually prefer keyboard and mouse. I would love the immersion of the sticks, but to me, CAG's control mapping is just too wonky. Like, it just doesn't work right. Okay, well, so the touring one that we're in now, which, because our streams, you know what, our stream's already been a disaster. Let's go for it. We're gonna see if this throws us out in space somewhere at some point. So the 600 is as a medium exploration ship, but this one, so in my regular exploration one, you walk through here and there's a hollow globe and an exploration station, and down below there's a great glass ceiling. You can see the vehicle bay. This one is the touring edition, and it has a bunch of rooms like this, which make it like a mini 890. And honestly, like, any exploration luxury ship should have bedrooms like this. So this is one of those, they're reworking the 600 series, and we all really hope that this is the sort of thing that they put in, because this is amazing. And then down below here, and what makes this one better than the other one is it has a staircase to change levels. You've got this area, you got the window down. Oh look, there's Crusader. We have arrived! There's more in the back we can see once we get to Crusader. But one of my favorite spaces on this, which if I could have any of these ships in real life, of the current ones, I honestly think this is probably the one I would take, because I would love to wake up with my wonky pillows, but like, to these views. And yeah, that's the new Crusader out there. So let's get back up there, let's get ourselves down to Orson. So this is PTU still. Kind of had hoped that by now it would be live, but it's not. So. And I feel you guys on the brake thing. Like, I really... Why are we, like... I feel like we're on high seas or something here. This is weird. Oh. I see literally that we're entering the atmosphere. Yeah. Cool. So the gravitational pull of Crusader is such that it literally pulls you into the atmosphere when you're above it. That's cool. And Crusader doesn't really have any cities yet beyond Orison. Oh, and it's daytime. I have not seen it at daytime yet, so this will be fun. Hi-ho, Silver! Away!
Quantum drive activated.
I really apologize, guys, if the stream quality is terrible, because I keep getting error messages from YouTube, which is really disappointing. It is dark. Really? WTF, Crusader. Well, and, you know, Mr. Pliskin, one of the things... Uh-oh. Still hear things. This is not a good sign.
Quantum drive.
Hey, it.
Activated.
Oh god. Oh god. So, yeah, the only 73 kilometers. Well, that's one of the big things with 314 is really there's so much new that you might actually have more to play, which we're trying to kind of gauge today and really get an idea. Is there really a lot of new, or is this just, you know, same old with new coat of paint? So, and I slowed us down a bit. Just again, I've never come into Orison, so I'm really not sure how fast is too fast. And we are going to Orson. I've seen it at night. I mean, that's really the only catch. I was kind of excited to see it during the day because I've never seen it in the day. But that's all right. That saves me something to see when it goes live. Should not have sent. I wasn't sure if that diamond was a part of the city or if, you know, it was just one of those. So we were kind of talking about the 600. It's supposedly been nerfed a little. I can't tell you 314, but this is one of the best ships in the game. It's got really good weapons. It's got really good shields. It's got really good armor. It's very fast. It maneuvers like a bus if you don't know how to drive it. It looks beautiful at night. I just was kind of excited to see it during the day. But at night, because I have seen it at night, it's gorgeous. I mean, they really did a great job building the city. So I've not heard that there's going to be a wipe. There's always speculation in the community that there will be. There's always the chance there could be. We'll see. Do-do-do-do. Because Maverick, you've not come into PT, right?
Nah, I haven't even downloaded it.
Yeah. Like, I actually really do prefer to wait for live.
I usually, like, if there's a ship that is in PTU that I really want to try, I'll do it.
Right.
But usually, like, just for the gameplay, I'll wait for live.
Something happened. We don't know what happened.
And there's your, you know, stream entrance from Little Led, who starts kindergarten next week. But yeah, as I was saying, I also typically try to stay out of the PTU. Especially too because most people I know wait. So it's really kind of, if you go into the PTU and you see everything new and then it goes live and you're like, we've already kind of done it. Already seen it. Been there, done that. Got the bomber jacket. But I do like this kind of like skyness of it. The expansionness of it's kind of cool.
Well, the whole idea of a PTU kind of throws me off. Like the game's an alpha. The game itself is a PTU technically.
Yeah.
So you're like in the alpha for the alpha.
Mm. So I see we're still talking the 400i. Telling you guys it's not a thing. It's not a thing. Also, really hope that this is where the port is. I've never been to the port, so I'm not actually sure that this is the port. I mean, I see some like pads, so I feel kind of confident this is the port. Maybe. No. Yes. No. Yeah, Cable, the Avenger is one of my favorite ships in this game. Mr. Pliskin, I'll let Maverick answer that question. Did that guy ever eat his sock?
He deep fried his sock and then in butter, and then he started making like noises, but you never actually saw him eat it, so it's kind of like debatable.
And it would be deep fried. Just saying.
Dude, hearing your stream, like hearing myself talking to your stream, I need a better mic, dude. I need to stop using my headset. I sound weird. I sound like I'm talking through a fridge.
Oh.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh God. Oh. It must be behind us. Oh, look at the dawn. Alright, everybody, so now you know the landing zone's over here. Good to know. Oh, yeah. Look at these clouds. Mojo, welcome to the party. Oh, I'm really, Six, you're here and you've been quiet this entire time. Unbelievable. I see how it is. Oh. Oh, this is actually really nice at dawn. Yeah, unlike my brand new mic, which I'm really disappointed I can't use for streaming. Well, so this confirms one of my other theories that's incredibly true, that Orison, like Area 18, the port is very difficult to find. So, Ranger 1 Actual, I do have an org. If you look up Led's Legion, you know, there's the actual Patreon version that you see here. And there's the Star Citizen version, Squadron 82. And anybody can join that one. Well, anybody can join either of them. I encourage you to join both. But, yeah, nope, if you sign up for it, I approve it as I go in there. All right, where is this landing pad at? Yeah, 6. No bunnies were harmed in today's production. Oh, it's a top down. Okay. Hey, Shadow Girl, good to see you too. And all kinds of people are showing up today. Glad to see you guys all here.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh god. Gravity well! Gravity well! Stop, stop. Stop it. Stop it.
Landing complete. Engines inactive.
I am forcing bunnies to crew the ship. That's why that landing was a little awkward.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
No, part of the reason, so I had really bad insomnia last night. Could not fall asleep. Took a bunch of melatonin. Finally fell asleep. Only a short while later to wake up to the sound of the cat throwing up at the foot of the bed. And then trying to chase the cat to get it to go into the laundry room where there's linoleum floor. You know, easier to clean. A little shit ran away from me. So anyways, our 600, both versions of the 600 have this, one of my favorite spaces. We've got the bar, complete with glass floor, to the dining room below, which is a little weird, but our frames in here are terrible. You got the kind of waiting area here. This beautiful sitting area with these views. And then down here, you've got a galley, an area to sit. Let's go ahead and take this off the screen. Watch your latest episode of Leadnap Gaming. Subscribe if you haven't. And then you got this pool table that has nothing but cue balls, because Origin. Alright, let's go check out Orison in the morning. See if we can't find ourselves a nice cup of coffee. Make the bunnies work harder too. So Shadow Girl, this is the second time I've come in the PTU, and we spent half our stream trying to load the game. So I don't actually know how good it is in combat now. But I'm already about to tell you that this feature is awesome. Come on. There we go. See, and on the regular 600, if that doesn't work, you just use the big elevator. But not on the touring. There's only one way on and off. Alright. So this, like Microtech, has the AeroView hangers. They're stylish. Make you feel like you're somewhat fancy. Unlike Lorville. Oh god. The frames are rough.
We're sorry. You've exceeded the allotted time to depart. We will have to return your ship to storage.
And our ship's already being returned to storage, which I guess is a good thing. If we can't get off of it, at least it'll, you know, do that for us. One thing I'm always disappointed about is, even though the elevators are different, they're all still very much the same. And we can't walk forward anymore. So, and this was in my video a while back, but I love how this looks. This came out really well. I really like the way they did this port. Get ourselves a hamburger. And look at that. and get yourself a plushie. And I like these kind of like seating areas. I've really not walked around any of this. But look at that. Complete with an elevator that's 40 million kilometers away. Oh, God. Yeah. Reminds me of a joke. Where is all the lore kept in game? At Loreville. There you go, Shadow Girl. That's your dad joke of the day right there. And yeah, my computer is not liking this. And I don't have a bad computer either. But I think it's because I'm having to build the shaders for the first time. My concern about Orison is this, though. Right? The clouds, gorgeous. Scenery, incredible. Right? Temperatures, supposed to be really good, but it's a video game, we don't feel them. The vista's worth visiting, but how many times can you come to Orison and see this before you do this? Gotta run, gotta get to the sales thing, gotta, you know what I mean? Like, before you're just like, yeah, it's pretty, but who cares? You're not gonna sit on that bench. Also, here's the rental thing. This is really cool that this is on your walk up, which I'm pretty excited about. So. And then what does still bug me is, alright, yeah, so we're at the security checkpoint that looks like everything else. Like, at this point, this is really just Microtech re-colored. Yeah, see, if we're lucky, we'll get ourselves to the mall. Unfortunately, because it took us so long to get started in the game, we're going to be a little short on time to do everything I wanted to do today. I honestly am running the stock settings because I had to delete my user folder twice just to get the game to load, so. But yeah, I mean...
At Orson Skyway Shuttle Service, we aim to make getting there half the fun.
How cool is that?
And the next shuttle is approaching the station.
I mean, this is very well done. Even though the frames are rough. Alright, I guess we'll go to Cloudview Center.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
Wait. We made it.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
And I think, again, this is partly loading shaders and partly daytime, because when I came here the last time, it was nighttime, and it was not this bad. Every bench in Star Citizen. I mean, and I agree, you know, again, back to my point from before, you know, and Shadow Girl brings up, and we were talking about this a little earlier, about the idea of living in the cities and stuff. But my point's just, like, it's gorgeous, but after how long? Like, I lived in Hawaii for 2.5 years. At some point, you stop caring about the tropical beauty of the place, and it just becomes another place. And yes, I'm sure this looks super laggy in the stream, but I, according to YouTube right now, have an excellent connection, so these are my actual frames. CIG, this is a problem. I know I don't have a 30 series card, but yeah.
Can imagine me with a 1080.
Dude, this is
Approaching
rough.
next station. If this is your stop,
You know, you
please
say I
prepare to
imagine you with
disembark.
that 1080, but I know what you're using right now.
True.
That ain't no 1080.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart.
But see, I do like this. I really like having the flora in the city. And this does actually feel like a place you could live. Except, my God. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to edit my graphics settings, which is really disappointing because I've never had to do that. I've always been able to play.
Providing connections to all major platforms, Crusader Industries is happy to offer free and convenient transit.
But I guess that's kind of where I'm going with that, as I'm reading somebody else's comments. Right, like I've always been able to play Star Citizen at the high settings. And this kind of changes that. And for a game that's not yet released,
The next shuttle is approaching the
I
station.
appreciate that it has to have, and mind you, I'm running a 2070 Super. So I'm only a generation back.
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing
To
to
have to edit the settings is kind of a disappointment.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that another issue here is that they rendered the whole planet to have this tech,
Mm-hmm.
and instead of, I mean, the one area in the whole planet you can visit, just having the tech, it's the whole thing. So
Yeah.
your video card and your processor and everything is overloaded right now with
Oh,
a
yeah.
whole lot of nothing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, the art and everything like that here is impressive.
No, for sure, it's just overkill.
Yeah.
For, I mean, CIG's running it on like whatever they're building on, so internally.
See, and that's the thing, though, is that I feel pretty confident that the majority of people working at CIG, their work computer probably doesn't have a 30 series card in it. I could be wrong. And if they do have 30 series cards, I work in IT, CIG, I'm just saying. But, I mean, let's try it. Let's... graphics... to medium, which is actually low. I love when people do this. Medium, high, very high. So let's call it what it is. Low. I mean, the frames improved, but not dramatically. And again, and Chris A brings up a really good point, right? This isn't optimized. But let's also be honest. It's August 5th. So 314 and 314 is an open PTU at this point. So we should be, I mean, almost in theory, tomorrow it should be releasing to live. So it should be optimized at this, like, if this was like week 1 of PTU, I would be a little more willing to accept this. But the fact it's still like this tells me it's going to be like this on release. So, it's a little disappointing. But unfortunately, folks, and unfortunately because it took us 30 minutes to load the game, it still hurts. I do unfortunately have to kind of get going here. But it was absolutely awesome to hang out with you guys. And it was actually really fun to see a lot of you guys I haven't seen in here in a while. And I love hanging out with all of you. So I'm really glad you guys all showed up to hang out. Even when we do the Medieval Dynasties or other streams, you guys are always welcome to come kick it. Just saying. But with that said, thank you all for showing up. It was great to see some of you guys around. It's really the part of this that I enjoy, I think, more than anything else, is hanging out with all of you. So thanks to Maverick for jumping on and kind of hanging out in the Led's Legion voice here, which is just,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, always a perk. Not always, but generally a perk that, you know, Legion members occasionally get to come hang out in the live side of the live stream. So, but with that said, I do want to thank all of you guys for coming today, hanging out. The chat was awesome. I had a lot of fun. I hope, despite the fact we really didn't do anything like I had planned, that you guys all had a lot of fun. And if you haven't, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, and I will catch you all next time.